run from my given disaster. Speed away from the holy mind. Pride, that's where I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on linger on repeat like it will be my favorite song. Oh, I know I should be moving on, but you got me good, you got me good. I keep on trying till it bends, still it feels like.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it is your first time here. Today's video was very highly requested, and we're going to be completely emptying out my fridge today, wiping it down, organizing everything into bins. I'm even going to be busting out my Cricut maker a little bit later in this video to give it a little bit of an extra special touch. But first, I want to show you guys what we're working with. Now, I do want to share that I have a counter depth fridge, and what that means, it is not as deep as your standard fridge. It fits more flush with the countertop so it doesn't stick out a lot. So that can be challenging because you are working with less storage space, but overall aesthetically it looks really, really nice. So I do find myself having to go through my fridge probably a little bit more often than the standard person, but that isn't always a bad thing. It kind of keeps me on top of just throwing out expired products and whatnot. But this fridge is definitely overdue. I could not even tell you the last time I pulled everything out, wiped it down, and just reorganized. I would love to hear from you all down below and let me know how often you clean out your fridge. Do you have do you do it seasonally? Do you have a schedule, or do you just kind of get to it when you remember? I would love to hear from you all. As you guys just saw a moment ago, I thought that starting with a nice clear space to completely empty out the fridge was a good place to start. So I'm going to go ahead and start removing everything out of the fridge. You can also do this shelf by shelf if you want to, but today I just decided to go ahead and empty out the whole thing. That way I could go ahead and tackle all of these filthy shelves. This is super embarrassing to be sharing this with you guys. Some of these shelves were so nasty, but this is completely real life, you guys. So we're gonna go ahead and tackle all of these spills and crumbs and just dried on gunk on these shelves. Then we're gonna go through all this madness here on my counter and get it all nice and organized. And I would love to even color code this and label if I can. When you break my heart like that, like you're feeling sorry, 'cause you're not feeling sorry. Hey, hey. Don't you look at me like that. Since this shelving is glass, I figured I would go ahead and grab my Windex disinfectant spray and go over these with the rough side of the sponge and just give them a good scrub, and then I'll come back in with my microfiber cloth and go over them again. These drawers were just a little bit more tricky to clean inside the fridge, so I figured it might just be easier to pop them out, bring them over here to the sink, and then just give them a wash here with some dish soap and then dry them off and then just put them back in. It just ended up being easier overall, and I think it saved me some time as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and do all these drawers. I'm not gonna make you guys sit through all that, but I figured I would go ahead and share the footage from this one, but I did end up pulling out all the drawers and cleaning them off this way. I feel my heart beat and I don't want this moment to stop. Time to go home. Don't want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me.
want this night to end. Yeah, about time we stop pretending. Come home with me.
Here is always my favorite part of any fridge clear out or organizing video is when everything starts to go back in. I will admit that this is definitely a process for me. It takes me a few tries to kind of get things where I like them, and I didn't want to cut that out of this video. So kind of stick with me. I put things in, I pull it out, I move shelves around, but this is real life and not everything just goes picture perfect. So we're gonna kind of move some things around, and even towards the end of this video for the big reveal, it'll look even different than I'm doing it right now. So just kind of bear with me, but the end result comes out so good. And I just love this organizing process. It is super satisfying.
Tonight I'll make you see it's all about us. It's all about us. As we're dancing close together, making out. It's all about us. It's all about us. There's a magic in your eyes, can't get enough.
So as I mentioned, I'm gonna kind of be putting things in and taking things out, just trying to figure out where they make the most sense. So my logic for basically these shelves over here were just more of like condiments like ketchup, mustard, marinades, salad dressings, stuff like that. And then on the other side, I thought maybe I could do like my creamers and whipped cream and just where that stuff made more sense. So that's why you kind of see me moving things around, because I was kind of processing it all as I was doing it. I don't know if there's any type of rule to organizing your fridge, but I just kind of put things to where it was still somewhat familiar so we can find things, but also made sense.
When you get too close, I lose my way and I freeze. I wish you knew what power you have over me.
As I was putting things back, I was making sure to check the expiration dates or use by dates, also checking how much was left in the bottles, because I can say that I would recommend doing this before you go to the store. That way you're not stuck with a lot more stuff, and then you can kind of figure out things that you need to replace or maybe things that you ran out of. So that's why I am actually going through the stuff that I have first, and then I actually later in this video take a break, I run out, I go to the store and just restock a few items, so you will see that towards the end of the video.
I wanna get so numb, were we enemies? No, you don't mind the way I said I'm alright.
Before I printed my labels, I wanted to go through and organize these bins. That way I knew exactly which labels I needed, because to be honest, I wasn't exactly sure exactly what to print up. So I figured this was the best thing to do, is go ahead and organize the bins, figure out where they fit best in my fridge. Just like I had no idea I needed an extra little bowl for extra condiments from when we order takeout. And now I know exactly what I need. I know that I need another label for juices, some for dairy, some for butter, etc. So that's why I'm doing all this first, and then I figured I would go ahead and do the labels last.
Just get me out of here.
Now comes the most exciting part of the video that I love watching organizing videos, and that is busting out labels. Today I'm going to be making my organizing heart happy using my Cricut Explore Air 2. So thank you so much to Cricut for sponsoring today's video. I set up my brand new machine just a few days ago and I'm already having so much fun. I made some shirts for my boys, but the possibilities with this thing are endless. To make my labels, I just came over to my computer and opened up the Cricut app. I already had a short list of the labels that I needed to make. As I was putting the bins back into my fridge, I wrote down the different labels that I knew I needed to cut out. So I am just going to type them really quickly here in the app. You can choose really fun fonts or even add little pictures, but since this is for my fridge today, I'm just going to keep it really simple and clean. The Explorer Air 2 can accurately cut 100 different materials, everything from iron-ons, vinyls, paper, to very thick materials like denim, suede, cardstock, burlap, and linen. I have so many ideas. I cannot wait to tackle so many different projects. With such a wide variety of materials the Air 2 can cut, it is absolutely worth the investment. You can make things for yourself like home decor, or even make gifts for friends. It's super easy to set up and it allows DIYers to get up and get creative, and you're up and running before you know it. You can easily get the app right on your desktop or even your mobile phone, and then you can design straight from there and get onto your crafting projects very quickly and easily. Before you know it, I had all the labels I needed all cut and ready to put the finishing touch right here on my fridge.
If I'm dreaming, because you know I can't get enough of this feeling you're giving me. Don't wanna wake up, I don't wanna wake up, don't wanna wake up without you, baby, without I wouldn't know what to, baby, without you.
I just love how these labels look in my fridge. I honestly cannot stop staring at it. I don't think my fridge has looked this nice and organized ever. So thank you so much to Cricut for sponsoring today's video. If you guys want to look at Cricuts and maybe possibly get one for yourself, I will have links just down below in the description box.
I think we're part of something bigger, and now my mind is filled with you. Oh, you know.
With the inside of my fridge looking so nice, I cannot wait to share the finished product with you guys, but I had to go ahead and tackle the outside so that way my fridge can be sparkly inside and out. So I just went ahead and grabbed a microfiber cloth with some of my Wyman stainless steel spray, and I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this down. While I was cleaning the front of my fridge, I noticed the water tray here in the front door had a lot of hard water and calcium buildup, and I always forget to lift the lid of this tray and check it. Being here in Southern California, we have very hard water, so this can build up very quickly, and I don't know how I forgot to clean underneath here, but I'm going to go ahead and tackle that in today's video. But I wanted to know, where do you guys live, and do you also have hard water? It is such a pain to keep on top of in like my tubs and my showers. So if you guys have any secrets or cleaning hacks to share with me for just mineral deposits and calcium, I would love to hear from you down below in the comments. So here is the final result of my fridge, and I could not be more excited or pleased. I could stare at this fridge all day. I have had this task hanging over me for so long, and I've been watching so many different videos here on YouTube trying to get up the motivation to tackle it, and I'm so glad that I did. So I hope this video helped you guys get some ideas and just get motivated to tackle your own fridge. I ran to the store and stocked up on a few things I knew I was short since I went through and organized everything. So everything looks nice and stocked up. I feel like I saved myself time and money because making my shopping list went a lot smoother, and then I know that I'm not wasting money by going out and double buying things that I have shoved in the back corner of my fridge anyways. So I'm just so excited to finally have this done. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed this one. I know it was very specific. I usually do a lot more in my videos and not just one direct things, but this video was a lot of fun. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and will subscribe before you leave today, and even hit that like button. It helps out my channel so much. And if you guys have any questions on anything, feel free to just comment down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!
Tonight we're running on the right track.